Hello again. Let's take you to KwaZulu-Natal, where the search is continuing for two people who went missing during floods in Endumeni. Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan is on the site of the operation, and you're seeing something, Karinda. What exactly?
Indeed, Dudu. Well, this is where two people went missing on Monday night in the midst of heavy rain. This stream, which is a strong current, swelled. In fact, it was about my height. And what happened is, in a vehicle, two siblings, a man and a woman, were traveling along with the woman's boyfriend, and they attempted to cross this river, but their car just fell over into the stream. Just before you came to us, in fact, a minute before you came to us, so we were told that rescuers might have found their body a few kilometers below us. But you can take a look at the site. This area of Endumeni has been affected by the floods for some time now. And some of the rescue service teams, including volunteers, have been on the ground. Among them is Prishu Singh. And sir, can you explain to us the height of this river? And I understand that the water was even where we are standing now.
Correct. We are standing on the path of the water. And if you look at the road, and where the grass is leveled out or is flattened, that's the height of the water. If you take that over the road, you'll see it's about 1.5 meters above road surface. So the water was flowing quite bad, and yeah, the current must have been strong. Because if you look at it now, 4 days later, and the current is still strong. So yeah, so it is a tragedy what happened, but
it's very strong. Even as we stand here, I can tell. But we see this often where there are bridges like this that get flooded countrywide and people try and cross. And you are among those specifically here that come and try and rescue them. Tell us about the warnings and the issues of this.
Look, any sort of water on the road apart from rain is hazardous. You know, driving a vehicle on a wet road is hazardous. Slow down your speed. When you see other vehicles not passing a river, don't take a chance. It can be dangerous, and it is dangerous because you'll think you'll make it. You will see a truck passing and say, the truck made it, maybe I can make it. But a vehicle, a smaller vehicle, is much lighter than a heavy-duty vehicle. So even the truck drivers that take a chance is also a chance that they're taking. Anything can happen.
These kind of floods we've seen, is this happening more frequently here in this area?
Look, it has happened. We had several floodings in the last a week or so, and a lot of rivers have washed their banks away, and that's why we're having so much of water coming through. And with rivers like this going over the road, yes, it's been an ongoing problem in our area. Yeah.
And maybe just finally, from the rescue side, do you think it's time for people countrywide to prepare for more disasters like this to come?
Look, if you look at the world, the world is changing. We never had flooding to this extent before. And we never had earthquakes. We never had all these major disasters that's happening. And now we're seeing them. So yeah, I think we should just learn more about it. I think it all comes down to knowledge. If we know more about it, we'll stay away from it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Prishu Singh, one of those who have been part of the rescue missions here. And just before you came, we also saw an SAPS rescue service. Now, and as I just show you also with my colleague Spongsen Gobane, the current itself, this entire place was underwater. We were told that at one point there were 3 people in a vehicle that had went missing here. One of the men was able to jump off the vehicle to safety. However, the man and the woman, the siblings, were only able to go onto the roof of the vehicle as it floated down the stream, and they were never seen again by the community members who they were shouting at for help. We are told by the rescuers that they believe that the vehicle might now be underwater, lodged underwater, because of the way the stream goes around these bends. It would have otherwise stopped at one of the bends. So they believe it could be underwater. But we are also told that they might have found the bodies of the men and the woman just a few minutes ago, a few kilometers down. So we're going to take you there as well. We just managed to speak to the man who was able to come off the vehicle, the sole survivor essentially, and he was in tears. He was shaking almost. He didn't want to do an interview because he said it's too soon. At this point, he's searching for the people that he was with. So that's what's happening here in Endumeni, known as Dundee as well. Remember, there has been a state of disaster declared because of the floods that are happening in the northern parts of the country. And this is, of course, the aftermath. We've also been to homes that have been destroyed in the wake of these floods. And also, along with that, we've just spoken to the mayor, who did admit that there is work that needs to be done in terms of disaster management and rebuilding. We're told, of course, this municipality has a budget of about 17 million rand. It's a small municipality, but they are looking to increase their capacity for disaster management because, as you've just heard from one of the rescuers, there needs to be more preparation for what's to come, just looking at the way the climate is changing across the world.
In fact, you can see how high the water is as that reed bed has been flattened as well. Karinda, Jagmohan, thank you. We'll touch base with you a little bit later on.